The spice, the connection, the yearning, like, god damn. Also, there's like some drama because he was dating the other girl and then they broke up, and then they're like study buddies, but then they're like, you know what, like, I need a little vroom vroom, I need a little and she like, I need a little so that like they end up exploring and getting closer and also studying together, and just the rest is history. I love this man. So yeah, ate this book up and made me want to ride a cowboy. Yeehaw, baby. Yeah, let's go swimming. This made me delulu into thinking that I can date a swimmer and we can go swimming together. These books, always in the beginning, I'm like, huh? And then it gets, huh? What the hell? And then in the end, I'm like, what the helly? What the heliante? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another book video. More specifically, I'm going to be sharing my top books of 2025 so far. We are now more than halfway through the year, or at like the halfway point, and I thought I would share my top books of the year so far. I'm enjoying the books that I've been reading, and I thought I would share the books that are on my top list so far. I will obviously do one at the end of the year sharing my full in-depth list, but I thought I would give you guys like a halfway point. And maybe this list could be kind of like a book rec video of just the books that I've really enjoyed this year. So without further ado, let's get into it because we got a lot of books. As you guys know, or if you didn't know, my top genres are romance, fantasy, and graphic novels, but I've been dabbling this year in murder mystery / thrillers. You'll see some books in those genres. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with romance. All right, so first book I'm gonna talk about is Backhanded Compliments by Katie Chandler. This is an advanced reader's copy that I received. The book came out June 10th, but babes, oh, this book was amazing. This is a sapphic tennis romance that did not disappoint. When I tell you, the enemies to lovers in this is so well done. You feel the connection and the like back and forth between them, but also you really felt their connection because what is really cool in this is they figure out that they're soulmates. So it's like, on one side, that's my soulmate. On the other side, that is my opponent. I don't like you. I'm trying to beat you in tennis. Pow, pow, pow. The vibes of this book does give that like Zendaya tennis book movie. It gives this vibe so good, like genuinely amazing, and it made me want to play tennis. Another sports romance, we have Spiral by Balcabra. This is book 2 after the book Collide. I read Collide when it was not traditionally published. Now the books are, which is really cool. I absolutely ate up Collide, and then Spiral came out this year. Absolutely ate it up. Hockey ex-ballerina fake dating situation. I loved their connection, and I loved that like she's a badass that don't need no man, but this man is like, let me take care of you. Let's fake date. And let's make it an opportunity, baby. This man, I am set for this man, okay? I ate up this book. I love Balcabra's writing, and I cannot wait for Revolve, which is the next book in this series, which also comes out later this year. Next, we have Change of Pace by Kayla Gross. This is a plus-size romance. Kayla Gross is an amazing author when it comes to plus-size romances. She just finds beautiful ways to... There's always, like, deepness and rawness while also spiciness and romance, and this one did not disappoint. Basically, you follow Jessie, who has Kawasaki disease, and she basically does a like bucket list and ends up going on a road trip Asher to kind of cross things off the bucket list. And I don't know, I really connected so much with Jessie the FMC just because I also have a chronic illness, and being able to see Jessie be loved by Asher even with her illness just made me feel that like I too can find love like that. And it was just so beautifully done. It made me want to, you know, make a bucket list of my own. I love the road trip vibes. The spice was so good. The scenes felt so much like a movie scene, and I absolutely love her romances. I actually have like a whole section dedicated to her books because all her books always just hit, and the spice always hits. Right? So next we got to talk about my girl Ali Hazelwood. I absolutely love her romances. I have a literal shrine of her books up here. We got to talk about Deep End, babes. We got to talk about Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. This is a college swimmer / diver romance, and this was her first college romance. The spice, the connection, the yearning, like God damn. Also, there's like some drama because he was dating the other girl and then they broke up, and then they're like study buddies, but then they're like, you know what? Like, I need a little vroom vroom. I need a little and she like, I need a little so that like they end up exploring and getting closer and also studying together, and just the rest is history. And I don't know, I loved it. I loved it, babes. I absolutely loved it. This is the Afterlight special edition. So I actually have two different editions of this book. So I have the normal one, which I'll show you guys. I have the Afterlight special edition, and then I also have the Owl Crate special edition. So yeah, so this is the Afterlight one. So this is the front, spine, back. We got like this water sprayed edge, which I love so much. And then when you take off the sleeve, you have this beautiful design. And then the inside, you have this going on. And then the other side, you have, yeah, let's go swimming. This made me delulu into thinking that I can date a swimmer and we can go swimming together. Yeah, so this is the Afterlight special edition. We have the Owl Crate special edition that I got recently. So this is front, spine, back, sprayed edge with the water print, and then the front, spine, and back looks like that. Then the inside, got this moment, and then the other side, we have this moment. Yeah, get into it. So yeah, I have two special editions, and then I'll show you the original cover, just in case you didn't know what it looks like. So this is usually the normal cover. This is how it looks like. It's also sprayed edged. So technically I have three special editions if yeah. Anyways, and the sprayed edge looks like this. It's absolutely beautiful. And I don't know if you can see that, but like the raindrops kind of glisten. It's absolutely beautiful. So I have three different versions of the book. So clearly you can see I loved it. Ali Hazelwood can do no wrong in my eyes. I've ate up all her books, babes. All her books. Let me know if you want a dedicated Ali Hazelwood book. I could give you my ranks. I could show you all the books. Show you my little shrine. Let me know, girl. But yeah, all this to say, I ate up Deep End, I ate up Not in Love, I ate up all her books, and I cannot wait for the next book in the Bride series by her. Another book that I also ate up this year by her, because this girl works hard, okay? She pop out the books like crazy. We gotta talk about what did I say? Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. This one is a age gap brothers, bestie, Italian summer vibes. I cannot be with you, you know, the age gap, but also the connection, the yearning. It is slow in the beginning. You get the setting of like the Italian wedding and all that kind of vibe. The FMC is absolutely hilarious. The way that she talks is just so funny. And the rest is history. They couldn't stay away from each other too long. And yeah, I just ate it up. This gave me very much Italian summer vibes, and this is a very fun summer read. Speaking of summer, we have Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. This book will have to be my top summer romance book rec that I'll have to recommend, because baby, this book had me cackling, laughing, hot and bothered, was throbbing. Okay, do that what you will, babes. Okay, so basically this book is a marriage of convenience, but on the rocks. So basically, she kind of lied to her coworkers and said that like, hey, the reason why I don't have a ring is because my marriage is on the rocks. And her boss was like, oh, my husband is a therapist, a marriage counselor, so why don't you go with him? And she's like, I didn't quite. Ooh. So now her bestie's brother said, I'll fake marry you. So now they're fake married, but like on the rocks. So like their marriage is not doing so well. So they go to these therapy sessions. It's hilarious because obviously they don't know each other, and they're acting as if not only that they're married, but that they're like, their marriage is not going so well. It's so funny. They end up having to go to this like marriage retreat. It's so funny, so good. The spice, the the connection, the yearning, the getting to know each other. Like, it just felt like different movie scenes. Like, I would love for this book to become a movie because it would be such an amazing rom-com. Like, oh, this book is so good. I actually got the arc of this book, and I believe there's different versions. I saw like a purple version. I think that's the Barnes & Noble one. It's purple. I kind of wish I had that one, but it doesn't matter because it's absolutely gorgeous. Obsessed. I got a beautiful package of this book. This book was 6 stars, babes. So good. This would be like, if you really want a good summer romance, this would be my top recommendation. And this is on the top list of 2025. Next, we have another summer romance. We have Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. Basically, you follow Janelle, who is going to her sister's wedding. Her sister is marrying her ex. So she's like, nah, I'm trying to have fun on this wedding trip. And she ends up getting cozy with her ex's best friend / sister's fiance. So it ends up being a very fun, dramatic, spicy, like all-inclusive trip in Tulum wedding book. It was great. It was cute. I love a good Black romance, and this one did not disappoint. Yeah, and it's also a plus size FMC, which I love. So it made me feel like I could be Janelle. And this made me feel like, okay, not only do I need to get a sister, but I need to date my sister's fiance's best friend. By the way, I'm an only child, so it made me Delulu, is what I'm saying. Next, we have Cash by Jessica Peterson. This is book 1 in the Lucky River Ranch series. Though most of the books were already out, but they were re-released with new covers, so I got an arc of it. And this one was so good. And especially after watching Yellowstone, like cowboy romances just hit, bro. This book made me feel like I just need to uproot and like move to Texas or something, and work at a barn and bond love / ride a cowboy. This book was so good. Basically, a city girl that like has part ownership of the ranch, and he's like, babes, this ain't working. Like, so they end up having to work together, but they literally do not like each other, and the rest is history. This book gives very much Hannah Montana movie when she like goes back, what's going on. So yeah, I got the arc of this book, 5 stars, so good. I also really loved this book because one of them has divorced parents, which I felt like I related so much with, and then the other one had a bunch of siblings but is the oldest sibling, so you see all the responsibilities that come with being the older sibling. And I don't know, I just loved it so much. And I also, since I got the arc, I also got these beautiful prints. So you have this print that kind of shows the trope. So this book is She's His New Roommate, Small Town, Enemies to Lovers, City Girl, Ex-Country Boy, There's Only One Horse. And then I also got this really nice print. The only thing about this is right here, she a brunette, but on the cover, this is giving very much like blondish brunette, but whatever. Still really cute. Yeah, I love this man. So yeah, ate this book up and made me want to ride a cowboy. Yeehaw, baby. Next, we have Wildside by Elsie Silver. I absolutely love this series. This is book 3 in the series. We have Wild Love and Wild Eyes. So you follow Tabitha, who gets guardianship of her nephew because her sister passed away. But in order to keep him in town, she kind of has to marry. He ends up marrying Reese, and they don't really like each other like at all, but they kind of have to make it work if they want to take care of her nephew. And you see so much healing and connection, yearning, fighting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was just so good. And there were so many sad moments, especially with like, Tabitha's sister passing away. But there was so much beauty in the healing and Just this book was so beautiful. Elsie Silver really did her thing with this one. I can't wait for the next one in this series, but this one did not disappoint. I ate this up. So we have Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. I couldn't get enough of this book, girl. This is a plus size Black romance that literally did not disappoint, girl. Basically in this book, you follow Hendrix, who is a badass woman, and her job and part of her job is to uplift Black women. And she ends up meeting Maverick, who is like a billionaire, and is like, hey, I can help you with your business, but it'd be dangerous when you mix business with pleasure. So obviously she's like keeping him at a distance, but they end up forming a beautiful friendship because she has a mother that was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and you see her dealing with that. And it's so beautifully done in this book and shown, which I love the representation of that. But then also Maverick understands that because his grandmother had Alzheimer's, so they connect and heal through that. But then also there's a little bit of mix and drama with like business, pleasure, connection, friendship. It's so beautifully done, and this book did not disappoint. Also the fact that she's a plus size Black woman that feels like me, and the fact that the cover is purple, my favorite color. I'm like, Kennedy did it with this one. And her book series, I believe, is going to be movies. So I'm like, I cannot wait to see this on my screen, baby. So good. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, there are some books that I don't have physically that are on my top books, which I hope to get them physically at one point, or at least by the end of this year. So I'm going to insert that here right now. PlusSiz Player, which is book 2 after Curvy Girl Summer. I read this at the end of 2024, absolutely ate it up, and PlusSiz Player did not disappoint. It says it in the title. You follow this plus size Black girl who is a player, okay? She finds a man for every need that she needs, but she ends up getting closer to one of her little side thingies, and they end up getting closer, but then there's a bit of forced proximity because they end up realizing that they kind of have to work together, and he's kind of her boss, but they didn't know because they didn't really share that information. And now it just gets messy because she's an influencer and he is the CEO of an agency. And the rest is history. Dramatic, beautiful, like gorgeous Black romance. The spice is everything. He rich, okay? And one of their dates, they go on a helicopter and they get in the helicopter. Yeah. Ate up PlusSiz Player. Danielle Allen can do no wrong. I absolutely loved her. I love her books, and she announced the next one that's coming next year. Absolutely ate it up, and I cannot wait to have it physically so I can put them together because so good. Another romance that I don't have physically that I absolutely loved, we have the Leviathan Fitness series by Ashley Bennett. This series is a monster romance series, and this series, I keep saying series, made me realize monster romance is kind of fun, okay? I can probably live with a monster, whatever. This is like more of like a fitness series because the books revolve around this gym, and each book is a different monster romance. I can't wait for the next one in that series. So good. Ate it up. And now we can add monster romance on the list of books that I like to read. So yeah, love that. And then lastly, we have Crash Test by Amy James. That is an MMF1 romance that I absolutely ate up. The tension, the yearning, the connection, and like, ooh, and they're secret too. So they're like vroom vrooming during the day, but at night they and a crash ends up happening and their life gets flipped upside down, and there's a lot of healing, connection, and just beautifulness. Like, it's so raw and beautiful. Ooh, I can't wait to have that book physically on my shelf. Now I'm going to share the murder mystery / thriller books. As you guys know, this is a genre that I'm slowly diving into because I'm a scaredy cat. Okay, I'm low-key scared of the dark even. So I was always just kind of hesitant to dive into murder mystery and thriller. But after starting to read Riley Sager last year, I realized that I really like the whodunit and the mystery part, and it's not as scary. So I wanted to kind of continue that goal of dabbling into different genres. So these are some books that I really enjoyed this year. First author that we're going to talk about is Alex Michaelides. I absolutely love The Silent Patient that I read last year, I think. I absolutely ate it up. Basically, you follow a silent patient and what happened to her, and I was gaslit. I did not guess it. I was shook to the core, and I believe The Silent Patient is like a really popular book, especially on Book Talk. So read that, absolutely enjoyed it. And then this year I realized that he has actually more books. So I ended up finding at the thrift store The Fury. And I read this in a video. This one had me gaslit in the beginning. I was like, ugh, this is so boring. Where are we going with this? And then it got good. It gaslit me. I was shook to the core. This was so good. Basically, this is like a murder mystery on a private island. There's yearning, there's secrets, there's divorce, there's cheating, there's a bunch of stuff. And baby, it was good. It did not disappoint in the end. So after reading The Fury, I got a lot of comments being like, you need to read The Maiden. So I got it on Book Outlet and it did not disappoint. I was bored in the beginning and I was like, why is there so much yappa yappa? And then it got good. Basically, this one you follow this school and this teacher. And basically, there are a bunch of women that are getting, and this girl is like, I think it's the professor that is killing these people. So you follow the murder mystery. You end up realizing that not everything is as it seems. I was gaslit. I literally suspected everyone and I was still shook to the core. And wow. These books always in the beginning, I'm like, huh? And then it gets, huh? What the hell? And then in the end, I'm like, what the heliante? Ate it up. So I love Alex Michaelides. His murder mystery / thriller, just they hit, okay? The psychological thriller, I think that's like the more specific. Yeah, you got me. It got me. And I ate it up. Another author that I absolutely ate up this year, we have Frida McFadden. I absolutely ate up The Inmate by her, and it's on the top list because, once again, gaslit. I suspected everyone. I was still shooketh. The ending had me shooketh. The epilogue had me like jaw to the floor. I was like, well, huh? Like, it's not done. Like, we literally, until the epilogue, you're still shook to the core. Yeah. So good. So good. And now I'm like, you know what? It ain't that murder mystery thriller ain't that bad. I kind of like it. So yeah. This book I'm going to talk about is a graphic novel. We have Les Normaux by Janine Jansen with S. Al Sabino. This is a graphic novel about a boy that meets a vampire. It's a beautiful romance between a vampire and a human, and the rest is history. It's based in France, and I love this world because there are monsters, vampires, and also these are characters that are like later in their 20s. I feel like there's not a lot of like adult graphic novels like this, and it was just so beautifully done. And like, oh, and they announced the second volume that's coming, and I'm so excited. The graphics are absolutely beautiful, and the fact that it's like based in France, and I believe this was originally a French graphic novel, and then they also showed it in or translated it in English. Absolutely adorable, so cute. I absolutely love them. I love the stories, and I also love the like backstories as well, and the side characters' stories. So cute. I didn't really show the graphics very well, but it's absolutely adorable. I love graphic novels so much. I love the art. I wish I could draw like them. This one did not disappoint. Another graphic novel, another romance graphic novel that I absolutely love. We have Moosop. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Absolutely love that romance. It kind of gives Heartstopper vibes. Super, super cute. Now let's talk about fantasy books. This one we have A Mastery of Monsters by Lizelle Sambury. Absolutely loved this book. I got the arc of this book earlier this year, and baby, this book is a dark academia monster fantasy. So basically, to figure out more of what's happening to her brother, she ends up joining a secret society, and in this world, every monster has a master. So she ends up joining a secret society in this school to learn more about the brother. But also in this school, there is masters and monsters, and she ends up meeting Virgil, who is a monster and needs help because if he doesn't find a master, like, he's kind of left for dead. So they end up teaming up. Virgil's like, if you help me with this mastery thing, I'll help you find your brother. And and vice versa. So they end up helping each other out. They join the secret society. There's trials. You're learning more about this world, this school, the monsters, what happened to the brother, and the rest is history. This book was so good, and I believe and hope that this is a series because I need more. This book was so good. I genuinely ate it up. It was just chef's kiss, babes. Chef's kiss. Oh, it was so good. And this is also a Black fantasy, which, yes. Lastly, we have the Crimson Moth duology. This is the Owl Crate special edition. We have Heartless Hunter and Rebel Witch. This duology was absolutely amazing. I flew through this duology. This series is better than some like 5-6 book series. Basically, you follow a witch hunter and a witch, and it's very much a cat and mouse chasing type of situation. Hate you, love you, gotta work with you, drama, bad witches, good witches fighting, and just, oh, it was so good. I flew through this series. This is the Owl Crate special editions, as you guys saw in my last videos. I just got these and they're absolutely beautiful. So we have Heartless Hunter, which looks like this. I actually have, so these are how the original books look like. So these are like the original covers. So Heartless Hunter and Rebel Witch. And then I have the special edition. We have Heartless Hunter that looks like this. Front, spine, back. We got a green sprayed edge. And then when you take off the sleeve, looks like this. Absolutely beautiful. These books did not disappoint, and then the inside looks like that. So absolutely gorgeous. And then we have Rebel Witch, which looks like this. So the front, spine, back, red sprayed edge, and the inside has this beautiful design. Oh, and I forgot to show, the sleeve has this design in the inside, and then Heartless Hunter has this design in the inside. Absolutely beautiful. Such a good series. I was the Lulu for a Heartless Hunter, but the FMC is a witch, and very much cannot be together because he is hunting her, but like at the same time, the connection is connectioning. You know what I mean? And I always fall for the bad guy. So yeah, those are all of my top books of the year so far. I've actually genuinely enjoyed reading these books, and I can't wait to see what the other half of the year will entail. Let me know what are some of your top books of the year so far, because I've had such a good reading year. And yeah, let me know what other videos you guys want to see from me. Thank you for letting me yappa about books. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 10K. We're so close, so please subscribe if you haven't already to support your girl. So yeah, love you so much, and I'll see you guys in another video.